Hi, my name's Emma. I have a quick 20-minute or so energizing practice for you this morning. So let's begin on the mat. Find a comfortable seated position. Of sitting cross-legged on the floor is not comfortable in your hips or your back. You can sit up on your heels, or you can grab a block, cushion, anything at all just to elevate your seat until your spine is long. So find a way to have a nice tall spine. Root your sits bones down to the ground. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Slither your spine up a little bit taller. See if you can get a bit more space between your ribcage and your pelvis. And start to draw your attention in, grounding down into this present moment. Setting aside anything that's happened thus far in the day, anything ahead of you, all to-do lists, just put down for this short time spent on you. Breathe your eyes open if they were closed. We're going to do some cat-cow movements. I'll turn to the side so you can see what we're doing. Palms on the laps. As you inhale, chest comes forward, tailbone back, shoulder blades squeeze together, gaze up, keep the neck long, so no crunching. And as you exhale, navel towards spine, shoulder blades spread apart, and tailbone tips towards the front of the room. A few more like that. Inhale, open the chest, squeeze shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, open chest, squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, round it through. Good. Inhale to a neutral spine. We're going to wake up the core a little bit now. Keeping the palms on the laps. We're going to take the torso in a bit of a circle. So imagine you're in a barrel, and as you inhale, same movement we've just done, squeezing shoulder blades, lifting chest. As you exhale, take it to the left, round the spine, and all the way around to the right. A few times in this direction with your own breath, stirring up the energy, waking up the core. Good, and take it in the other direction. Keeping going with your breath. See if you can mirror your breath to your movement. Beautiful. Come to a neutral spine, up nice and tall. Plant your right hand down beside your hip. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Plug your shoulder in, so a little bit more space between shoulders and ears if you can. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, keep lengthen both sideways as you tilt over towards the left to your own degree. So maybe it's a mini movement to here and you feel a really good opening. Some people can come a little bit closer to the floor. Does not matter where you are as long as you're feeling a stretch. Ensure your left sits bone is pinned to the earth. Take one more deep breath. On your next inhale, come back to center. Float your hand down. We'll rise up with the right hand now. And as you exhale, tilting over. So again, notice it's very common for the sits bone to start popping up. And just ground down. Keeping length in the neck, keeping space in the shoulders. Breathe. And the next inhale, come all the way up and we'll take it onto all fours. A couple of cat-cow movements from here. So make sure your fingertips are spread really far apart and you grip the mat with your finger pads as you press down underneath all four corners of your palms, knees under hips. As you inhale, sink your belly, lift your tailbone, squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, round the spine, really press the floor away here. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose, open chest, squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, round it through. Good. Tuck the toes. Press your hips back towards your seat. Your heels, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog, our first dog of the day. Pedal it out here. If you need to walk your feet a little bit closer to your hands and bend your knees more deeply to send the sits bones up and back, we want a nice long spine in downward facing dog. So wherever you are, make sure the spine is long. Don't worry about the heels reaching the floor. And keep weight even between hands and feet. Let's get into the hips a little bit here. Inhale the right leg up into the air. Bend the knee and see if you can stack your right hip on top of your left. So your right heel is reaching towards your left sits bone. Keep weight even in the hands. Keep lifting those sits bones up and back. Keep breathing. Take one more deep breath in. See if you can lift your knee a little bit higher. And as you exhale, land your foot down. Again, you can pedal it out here. Maybe you want to take a little child's pose just to give the wrists and shoulders a break. And we'll take it to the other side. So inhale the left leg up and back. Bend the left knee and stack the hip. Again, weight is even in the palms. Notice if you're carrying any tension in your neck here. Take one more deep breath in, lift. Exhale, feet come down. Take a nice slow walk up to the front of your mat. So feet come to meet hands in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Drape your torso over your thighs. Bend your knees as deeply as you need to make sure there's no compression in your lumbar spine, your low back. Option here to grab opposite elbows if it feels good. Sway side to side. Or just enjoy stillness. Bringing the mind back to the breath, using the breath to focus the attention into the present moment. Release your elbows if you have them, bend your knees, one vertebra at a time. Roll all the way up to mountain pose, Tadasana at the top of your mat. For your Tadasana, make sure your feet are underneath your hips. Press down through all four corners of your feet. Root your tailbone to the earth. Lift up through your heart. You can have your hands at heart center or down by your side. And I want you to really press down into your feet now. Down and out as if you're trying to rip your yoga mat apart. And feel what this does to the muscles of the legs. Feel what this does to your awareness in your body. This is grounding. We're inviting grounding energy into the body right now. We're really landing in our vessel. Stay with the breath. Let that go in the legs. So just allow them to be soft. Stop pressing down. And just notice the difference. Notice how that feels. So again, press down and out. And feel the solidity of you in this moment. Hands together at heart center if they are not already there. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway left, long spine, tailbone back, crown forward. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back, for a low lunge. Lower your right knee. Sink the hips forward and down. Try and arrange your left knee over your left ankle. Widen your base to create more stability if you need to do so. And on your next breath in, press into your foundation to lift the torso, lift the heart. Nice long spine. And again here, we're going to press down into the earth to lift up. Breathing into the hips, hands are at heart center or up overhead. And notice the sensations of the body right now. Pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Now, hands on the hips or at heart center here as your options. Hips is a little bit more stable. We're going to tuck the back toes and press into your foundation to rise up into a high lunge. I'll just shuffle forward so you can see my back foot here. So again, tailbone down, spine long. The tailbone can sometimes peek towards the back rim. Wrap it right underneath you, drop it towards the earth. Reaching back through your back heel, all 10 toes facing forwards. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, coming all the way back down into your low lunge. Coming in for a twist, your right hand to the inside of your left foot, opening up through the left hand, rising up to the sky so that your chest is facing your left leg. Deep breath in, reach. Exhale, hands come down, step back to downward facing dog. Come forward to plank pose on your inhale. Hold it here, cultivating strength. You can have your knees down to the earth. If that feels better in your body, keep pressing the floor away. Lower belly is engaged. Full body integration here. For 3, 2, 1. See if you can keep your elbows hugging the side body as you lower all the way down to the earth. Flip onto the tops of the feet, press them into the earth. Inhale, cobra pose. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift up and back for downward facing dog. Get there however you can. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Step the right foot forward, lower the left knee. Prepare yourself for your low lunge. As you inhale, rise up with the torso, pressing the back knee, the back foot down into the earth. If you feel any funkiness, any sort of pain in the back knee, you can always double fold your mat to provide a bit of extra cushioning. Breathing here, finding the same position for the hands as you did on the other side. Gather your ribs in, collect your energy. Again, hands on hips or heart at heart center, tuck the back toe and rise up into your high lunge. Soften your toes, lift through your arches as you press down through all 4 corners of the feet. The front foot, I should say. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down, knee lowers. Coming in for your twist. Opening the chest towards the right thigh. Rolling the shoulders down away from the ears, creating length wherever you can. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, hand comes down. Step the back foot forward into a forward fold. From here, we'll come into a squat position. So heel toe your feet, a little bit wider and turn your toes out. Slowly, slowly sink your hips just as far as they will go. So for some people it's going to look like this, and you'll come up and hold your squat. Some people we can get a little bit lower, and it's all absolutely perfect. Few breaths here in your yogi squat. See if you can press your elbows into your knees. Even if we're up here, your elbows into your knees and your knees into your elbows. So engaging those inner thigh muscles. Wherever you are, we're going to travel all the way down to the earth now. Get there however you can. And come all the way down onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest when you get there. And we'll take a little twist to unwind the spine. So option here, you can keep both knees bent and allow both knees to travel over towards the left. Or you can extend your left leg and allow just the right leg to cross the body. So find what feels good in your body today and gaze out over your right shoulder wherever you are. Breathe deeply. Hug both knees into chest, back to center. Extend the right leg, or keeping both knees hugged in and allowing the legs to travel over towards the left. Gaze out over the left shoulder. Beautiful. Come on back to center. Again, give yourself a squeeze. And we'll prepare for a final relaxation. Extending the legs out long, so long as that feels comfortable in the lower back. You can also put pillows under your knees or keep the feet planted nice and wide and allow them to fall in to the midline. So you're creating a bit of a teepee. Very yummy for the lower back. So we're going to spend a few minutes just allowing all of that goodness, all of that practice to download into your system. This is your opportunity to really let go of everything. To drop all doing. Allow the body to breathe and be breathed. And allow yourself to melt into the earth, into this moment. Allowing everything to be exactly as it is. Maybe the mind is racing, maybe you want to get up and get on with your day. And if that's the case, that's okay, and I invite you to stay for a few moments longer. Feel the sensations arising in the body. Feel the openness and the energy flowing through. Start to deepen your breath now. The option to stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. And if you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take any final stretches that would feel yummy and nourishing for you in this moment. Gather your knees into your chest. Give yourself a final embrace and feel what it's like to hold yourself. And roll over onto one side. And again, just pause a moment and feel the support of the earth underneath you. Feel the support of gravity around you, holding you in place. slowly and gently with the eyes closed if you can. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. When you arrive, bring your hands together at heart center, lift your sternum to your thumbs, bow your chin towards your chest, and express love and appreciation for yourself, for committing to yourself today, for creating the time and space for your practice. And when you're ready, lift your chin and open your eyes. Thank you so much for spending your time and energy with me today. I'd love to hear how this went for you, so leave me a comment down below, and I will be back next week.